Hi Virgo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Today is your Life Spread 2016 reading. It's a wonderful reading to do because it will concentrate on 5 areas of your life. Concentrates on your personal life, your home life, your career, your love life, and also the future. Okay, so for that, I'm using the Rider Tarot Deck Miniature Edition. What I do is I shuffle the cards, split the deck into 3, gather them back up, and then I will deal out the cards in groups of 4 to represent each of those areas. Okay. What I'm also using is the universal weight. And out of this set of cards, I will only deal out the major arcanas. Okay. So I use the major arcanas, shuffle the deck, split it again into decans of 3, gather it back up, and then what I'll do is I'll deal out 7 cards out of that group, out of the major arcana set, and each of those cards will represent how you're potentially going to be feeling in terms of each group, each area of your life. I hope I'm making sense there. You'll see as we go along anyway. There will also, from this Rider Tarot Deck Miniature Edition, be card number 21, which will be the message or advice that you need to know. So this will be advice from the universe, from the spirit guides, from the angels. It's something that you need to know at the end of the reading, okay, which will tie everything in together. In the major arcana set of 7, okay, these are the anchor cards, okay, we have in position 1 present the basis foundation. So this is potentially how you're feeling now or how you're going to be feeling in the future. We've got card number 2, which is love in the major arcana. So it's the anchor card called love, which is in reference to the love section of the reading. So this is influences of how you're potentially going to be feeling about or how you're going to be reacting to situations in your love life in the future. We also have the career number 3 card in the anchor. So that major arcana card will show how you're going to be feeling in the future about your career potentially. We can also look at, for that section of career, the love card number 2, and also cards number 5 and 6. Number 5 is future, and number 6 is wishes. Okay, so this is things that you're wishing for. We can use those to kind of try and find out how you're going to be feeling potentially overall about career. And then in the center of the reading, we've got position number 4, which is the central, as I said, the central position, and that will tie everything together at the end of the reading. So this is completely overall how you're going to be feeling about certain areas of your life, and that central position card can relate to one or all sections of your life in the reading. The final card is the actual future card, so the overall outcome card, and that will be in conjunction with all areas of your life. Card number 21, as I've said, we will deal out as well to show what advice is coming through from your spirit guides. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to shuffle the major arcana, these, and I'm just going to concentrate on Virgo. Universe, spirit, show me the influences and how Virgo is going to be feeling in conjunction with the main reading in this major arcana. I need to deal out 7 cards for Virgo. Show me how Virgos are going to be feeling in the future. Show me how Virgo is going to be feeling in the future. Show me how Virgo is going to be feeling in the future. Show me how Virgo is going to be feeling in the future. Show me Virgo. I need to deal out 7 cards. Show me Virgo. Show me what influences are there for Virgo in the future. How they may be feeling in conjunction with the reading for the 5 areas of their life. Okay, I've shuffled the cards. I'm going to split them into 3. Gather them back up. And we're going to lay those out in a moment, okay? What I'm going to do now is take my Rider Tarot Deck Miniature Edition. Oops. And we're going to shuffle these cards as well now. Universe, Spirit, show me Virgo. Show me their life spread, please, for 2016. Show me their personal life. Show me their home life. Show me their career. Show me their love lives. And show me the future, please, for Virgo. Show me Virgo in this life spread 2016 reading. Show me Virgo 2016 life spread reading. Show me their personal life, home life, career, love life, and also the future. Show me. Now, it's important to note that, as I said, each area has a group of 4 cards. At the top of each group, so you have 1 card at the top and then 3 lying just underneath. The top card is the key card, and this shows how you're potentially feeling now or how you're going to be feeling in the future. The other 3 cards represent either the past, present, and future, or it could be how you're presently feeling and then future, or it could be present, future. It always has a future. It doesn't have to have a past, but it must always have a future. Or it could simply represent future. We always progress with the reading. We can never go back. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you guys. I'm going to split the deck, collect it back up, and I'm going to deal the cards out. The first thing we want to look at is the present situation, so your personal life at the moment. I'm going to deal out 4 cards for your home life. 4 cards for career. 4 cards for love. 4 cards for the future. And 1 card to represent the advice that the universe has to tell you. It's something that you should know, that you need to be aware of for 2016. Or how you should handle situations in 2016. What we're going to do now is then deal out the 7 cards of the Major Arcana. So basis, foundation, 1 for love, 1 for career, 1 in the central position, 1 for future, 1 for wishes, and 1 for the overall outcome card. So the 5th card, sorry, is actually the immediate future, sorry, and the 7th card is the future. Okay, let's turn the cards over and see what we come up with. Okay, you have a very interesting set of cards here, Virgo. We will start off with the basis foundation within this life spread reading. Here we see the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a card about adjustment. It's very much a card about accepting limitations. It's the wait and see card. It's the card of having to endure something. And I do see a lot of kind of endurance in this reading, funnily enough. And I really do feel that it kind of relates to, because when we look at the basis foundation card in the Major Arcana of your anchor, that usually relates to the present situation. So your personal life, okay, what's going on with you now and what could be going on with you in the future. And it really does kind of tally up with what I can see in that particular reading for your personal life in 2016. So yeah, the Hanged Man is showing a time of having to wait, be patient. it's a card of kind of having to adjust certain things, move certain things around until you've found a kind of even plateau. It's a card of kind of getting used to a situation. It's also a card of letting go, okay, and not holding on so tightly, not so tightly trying to wriggle free, but just accepting that this is the situation that you're in at the moment and trying to find ways that you can kind of adjust the way that you think about it. So that's what I talk about when I talk about endurance, Virgo. This Hanged Man is upside down, 1 foot on a tree, hanging upside down on a tree. That's uncomfortable because blood rushes to the head. And yet he still keeps a smile on his face. He's still quite calm. He's getting used to where he is, okay? So he's kind of just, I see that as the card of acceptance, and it's accepting the flow of life, the energy of life, the ups and downs of life, and accepting that sometimes things aren't always rosy in the garden, and having to accept the limitation of it and just really trusting in the universe that things are going to be okay. So I feel that the basis foundation, where you could possibly, what influences you possibly could be feeling at the moment or will be feeling in the future, is that there will be a period of adjustment for you guys. There is going to be a period of perhaps having to accept the way that something is, even if you don't like it, having to accept it, because knowing that it's there to teach you something, or it's there to kind of make you even stronger, or even having to find ways that you can tweak and that you can kind of adjust a situation that isn't working out. Let's have a look at the personal life for some of you Virgos. At the top of the reading, we've got the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is about methodical planning. It's about using what you've got and looking at ways on how you can expand on it. It can be the card of receiving good news in terms of finances. And I feel that some of you guys, potentially now or in the future, will be receiving some good news, okay? But I don't feel that it's, because I can see a celebration happening underneath. So potentially if you've received some good news in the past position, we've got the Three of Cups. So there's some celebration around this, okay? It could be a new contract. It could be the new start of a job. It could be a new business venture. But there's definitely some celebration going on there with that Three of Cups, Virgo. But this isn't the signed, sealed, delivered deal. It doesn't seem to be. If it's not in your past and is in your present, then you could potentially be waiting for something to happen. You're waiting for something to kind of materialize, because the Pentacles are all about materialism. This could be, as I've said, waiting for money or waiting for a new opportunity to open up to you, because the Page of Pentacles is also a card of new windows of opportunity opening up to us. So potentially some of you guys could be waiting for a window of opportunity. You're looking at a window of opportunity. There is celebration there. So if it's in your present, then I would say that there's something that's opened up to you and there's a lot to celebrate about it at the moment, okay? Maybe you've just been told that you're, you know, that a loan's being accepted for something, or that something has been confirmed to have the go-ahead, but you're still waiting for paperwork to come through. And how I know that in the present or in the future you're going to be waiting for this thing, for some of you guys to come through, is that we have the Two of Wands in reverse in your personal life, okay? So the Two of Wands in reverse simply means delays, okay? It can mean broken promises as well. But the Two of Wands, when it's in the upright, it literally means taking an adventure, exploring an opportunity. You've been given the go-ahead to kind of put something into action, to move something along, which is what the guy in the Two of Wands does. He has the window of opportunity. He has the idea represented, as far as I'm concerned, by that world, that globe that he's holding there. And he just really needs to take it into the world. When it's in the reverse, I would say that there is an obstacle or a challenge to this. So this is why I feel that we've got the Hanged Man in the basis foundation position, which represents this personal life. There is something that has opened up, I feel, for some of you guys. In the past, there may have been some celebration. In the present, you may be having to wait on this, okay? thing to be delivered. So if it's a contract that you're waiting for with that Page of Pentacles, you may have been told that something has been given the green light. There may have been a celebration around this with the Three of Cups, but in the present position, you're going to be waiting. There's a delay time on whatever this thing is for some of you guys. Okay, but that's not to say it's not going to go ahead, because we do have the King of Wands in the outcome position, the future, which tells me that this will be all steam ahead. This is a very confident guy. This is a guy that can take his ideas out into the world and build on them. So for some of you guys in your personal life, it could be a new business that you're looking to set up. That there's a lot of enthusiasm around. There's a lot of networking around. So it could be with the Three of Cups in the past or the present position, or even the future, that there's a lot of networking with that Three of Cups. There's a lot of kind of clinking of glasses. It's more like the handshake without the contract, without anything being signed. It's more like, yeah, let's all go for this. But then there's a delay on this. So for some of you guys, and I don't think it's going to be a broken promise. If it is a broken promise, you'll find a way around it, because this is what the Hanged Man relates to, finding a way around a difficult situation, accepting if something's not going to work out, but not giving up on it, and just accepting the limitation of something not happening in the way that you want it to happen. So yeah, networking I'm seeing here for you guys in your personal life. Definitely kind of a lot of communication, because that Three of Cups is also based and rooted in communication. And also we have the number 3 here and the number 2 card in the reading. And so this signifies more than one person. It might have been with that Page of Pentacles at the top, the influences that somebody offered an opportunity to you. And there was a lot of kind of clinking of glasses and handshakes and yeah, let's go for it. Let's do this. Brilliant idea. But then you're still in the waiting period with that Two of Wands. Maybe somebody dropped out, because we have the Two of Wands in reverse, which signifies some of the time 2 people, and the Three of Cups, which can signify 3. 3 is expansion. It's more than one person. Number 2 is also more than one person, but 2 is less than 3. So it might have been that somebody actually dropped out, or it could be that, you know, a couple of people potentially dropped out, because we do have that too. And we've got the man standing in the middle off this card, if you can see this, but he's on his own in the middle. So it could be with the King of Wands. What we're finding here is that some of you guys in the future will be going it alone, maybe with something. Okay, you'll decide, you know what, I'm actually confident enough to take this thing forward. I can actually do this on my own. I'm confident enough, I've got the ideas. And if we see here, Virgo, this guy has the globe in his hand. So this is his idea that he's taking out there into the world. It's one person taking an idea out there. Okay, and we see the King of Wands facing this. So it's almost like, yeah, okay, I'm going to take this outside in the world. I'm going to have to make a few adjustments. So I do see in your personal life, whatever this situation relates to, there are a few adjustments being made, as represented by the Hanged Man. It's not a bad thing at all. I don't see the ending to anything. This is a very enthusiastic reading for your personal life, Virgo, because you're kind of, you're making those adjustments. Okay. You're really finding ways to bring something to life. Okay. Even if people let you down in your personal life, you'll always find a way around it. You won't give up, Virgo. I don't see you giving up in your personal life on anything. So that's a very good reading for the first area of your life. The second area of your life we're going to look at is your home life. And it's interesting that we have the Knight of Cups at the top of the reading. Some of you guys might be experiencing a lot of love, but I feel that it's almost like maybe you guys are the bringer of love. You're not Cups, so you're not Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, you're Virgo, so you're Earth. This could be, I mean, all the areas can interrelate. So the home life can often interrelate with the love life, for example. So this could be where you're experiencing some form of love being offered in your home life. This could be where you're offering love. This could be not just love, but it could be just literally friendship, that which the Knight of Cups can represent. It can be an olive branch, which the Knight of Cups can also represent. I feel it's more an olive branch, because I do see some type of I do see some type of quarrel or some type of altercation potentially in your home life for some of you guys. In the past or present position, potentially the future, whichever way you want to look at it, you'll have to relate to this on your own. We have the Ten of Swords. So somebody's being stabbed in the back. Somebody's feeling, and I feel that somebody's being betrayed potentially within your home life. Okay, could be you guys who are being betrayed here. The Ten of Swords is often a card of many things. It can literally be feeling so much mental burden, but it's usually at the hands of other people. Okay, it's a card about being stabbed in the back, being betrayed, but usually with that Ten of Swords, we always know who's going to do it, but we don't pay attention to our own intuition a lot of the time, which is why this is our downfall. Ten of Swords is often the card which is expected. We kind of know who it's coming from, okay? Sometimes you don't, but I often find with this card, you're kind of aware of who's going to do it, but you kind of just let things slide, and then suddenly it happens. So I do feel that for some of you guys in the past, present or future, this Ten of Swords is happening. If you know what's happening with this in your home life at the moment, then you'll be aware of this card. In the present, if you know, you're aware of it. In the future, you might have an inkling of who's going to do it, because they'll have probably done it before. So it's not the greatest card, the Ten of Swords, but this is showing up in your home area. In the present, stroke future, we have the Page of Swords. This can be somebody who senses trouble, who uses mental agility to kind of break up a fight. And I can see the Page of Swords is facing that Ten of Swords. So he's looking to stand up for the truth. He's looking to kind of dissolve a difficult situation. And this is why I feel that love is being offered, or an olive branch with that Knight of Cups. You may be feeling the influences of this now, or you're going to be feeling it in the future, because the Page of Swords can actually make a wonderful friend. I don't feel in this reading that this Page of Swords is a foe in your home life. I think it's a peacemaker. And so the Knight of Cups can easily be, as an influence, a peacemaker in terms of your home. This might be you trying to make the peace on a situation, or this is somebody else trying to make the peace on a situation. But I do feel that the Page of Swords and that Knight of Cups are kind of one and the same person. This can also be whereby you're probably having some problems with children. Page of Swords can also be a troublemaker as well. Can be quite mischievous, can be quite malicious. Because it's pages, it's young. Because it's swords, it's challenges, and it's also communication. Because the swords cut both ways, I'm sensing here that this is probably going to be a difficult child that some of you guys are dealing with. And maybe you feel a lot of mental oppression with this. Okay, maybe this person has caused you to feel kind of defeated, because we do have the Ten of Swords. If they're making you feel defeated, then this is in your present, I feel. Present. Page of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Because the Page of Swords, as well as being a mentor, as well as being someone who can be quite... who can stand up for the truth, they can also be somebody that wants to cut you down. So the Page of Swords would probably represent an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual. I don't feel that it's a foe, but if it is, this is the person that's caused the Ten of Swords within your home life, Virgo, okay? And maybe you want to offer an olive branch. Somebody's offering an olive branch, because we have Judgment in the future position. Judgment is rebirth, it's reawakening, it's a second chance, it's taking a second look, a second take on things. This is really the card that says karma is served, or things are now renewed. Okay, it's the card of healing as well, because these people were once dead and now they're alive. So it's the card of healing. Okay, healing of past ills, healing of past situations, so people can start again. So I feel with that Knight of Cups, as an influence that you're potentially feeling now or will be feeling in the future, we do have the olive branch. I feel that this is an apology or something that you're going to be receiving within your home with that Knight of Cups. Could be in conjunction with the Page of Swords. If it's in conjunction with the Page of Swords, then the Page of Swords is a help, okay, with this situation in the past or present of the Ten of Swords. They're trying to kind of mediate. I would say that they're a mediator. in a situation that's been quite difficult within the home, and potentially has made you feel kind of, you know what, I'm done for. I can't really, you know, deal with this. I just feel completely defeated by this situation. I feel that they're a mediator. If this Page of Swords is the antagonist, I feel that they're the one that has possibly in the past caused this Ten of Swords, past or present, caused the Ten of Swords. They're the one who has actually instigated a situation that has made you feel quite defeated. But there is rebirth showing here, and I feel that this Judgment card heavily is in connection with that Knight of Cups at the top of the reading. Okay, it's the olive branch, it's the cleansing. The Judgment always reminds me of the second coming of Christ. I know that not everybody that watches my video is a Christian, but I was brought up as a Seventh-day Adventist, and we're very, very kind of hot on the second coming of Christ and how the earth will be completely renewed when God comes back. So the Judgment card often heavily for me is associated with resurrection. It's associated with cleansing of all of the old ways. So there is resolution definitely with any conflicting situations that are happening within your home life. And it's represented, I feel, with the central theme of the sun, positive outcomes, positive vibes, things looking up, things looking, turning for the better. In your career, we do have the Nine of Swords. So as an influence now, you could be worried about something to do with your career, or you're going to be worried about something potentially within the future. But it's interesting that I feel that this is a past position. We have the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups is a card about happiness. It's about abundance. It's about achievement. It's about really kind of feeling that you've come into your own. It's a card about luck, wishes fulfilled. So in the past, some of you guys might have had a really good career, or you might have been really happy in what you were doing. And you may have felt, you know, that you've come to a place where you're feeling quite smug, you're feeling quite contented, you're feeling quite happy in your life in terms of your career. In the present, though, it seems that maybe some of you guys may have made a wrong turning in terms of a career, may have made a wrong decision. But for some reason, some of you guys are looking to move on. And I feel that if you've been feeling quite happy in the past with that Nine of Cups, then why is it in the present that we have the Chariot? Because the future card dictates something completely different. Okay, the two cards, the Nine of Cups, what you've got to understand about these cards, the Nine of Cups, there are cards that have just a straight meaning, and there are cards that kind of are talk about a kind of a juxtaposition of feeling, like the Chariot. So the Chariot can be a card of being pulled one way or the other. Okay, so not really knowing what to do. And I feel that with the Nine of Cups in the past, happiness, abundance, feeling really good about life, the Chariot shows movement forward or conflicting ideas or a conflict of interest. Okay, but you're still trying to make a decision where to go. And I feel that it's more to do with a decision. I feel that some of you guys in the present or in the future will be making potentially a wrong decision on a job, or a wrong decision on a direction that you want to take forward in your life with that Chariot card. And I only say this because we have the Moon card as the outcome for your career. So this is a lack of clarity. This is trying to find the way forward. This is feeling deep, intense emotions about something. And this would really tally up with that Nine of Swords as an influence now, or as an influence in the future for you guys, some of you guys, regarding your career, because it shows that with the Moon card that there is a lack of clarity. There is a lack of kind of even direction, or there might be something that that is not unveiled to you. Sometimes when the Moon card shows up within a work situation, it could be a case of that there is some things that you are not aware of, some things that have not been revealed to you as yet, some things that are kind of shrouded in mystery in terms of your work. So it could be that in the past present you're feeling really good about what you do, you're feeling really confident, you're feeling really happy. With the Chariot card, you're wanting to move forward, maybe with where you are, where you have been in the past with that Nine of Cups. But it could be that with the Moon card in the future, there will be some kind of mystery or fogginess around where you are in terms of your working life. And this is why we have the Nine of Swords showing up in the as an influence that you might be feeling now, or that you're going to be feeling in the future. Okay, I feel that there'll be something around your job, Virgo, that is unclear. And it's interesting because we do have strength in your anchor, as the anchor card for the career. Okay, so this could be literally whereby you're needing to be quite strong around a situation. Okay, it could, to me also, this could also mean that that you have a lot of responsibility on you, because we do see two number 9 cards, and these number 9 cards are cards to do with solitude, being by oneself, not having the support that you need to have. And even though the 9 of Cups shows us a very happy guy, a very smug guy, this guy is still king of his own castle. So maybe this is a job for some of you guys that you're having to work out on your own, or you're having a lot of responsibility with. Maybe you've been a high achiever in a job in the past with that 9 of Cups. Maybe you've got a lot of awards, a lot of accolades, and maybe you're being asked to take on more responsibility, because the Chariot card in the present, for me, the Chariot, this guy is driving forward 2 Sphinxes. Okay, so he's in control of these 2 people. Okay, so maybe this is a case of there's more responsibility coming in your working life, and this is where the Moon shows up, okay, as an outcome card for that in the future. So maybe this is literally feeling quite oppressed, or quite kind of bogged down, and not knowing whether you can cope with that 9 of Swords. There is some anxiety, I feel, around your job, and I feel it could be one of those 2 things potentially for you Virgos in the future position, because we do have the Strength card, having to remain strong, having to fight your fears, having to maintain determination and focus in your job in the future. And how you're going to handle it as well is with strength. This is what it's saying. It's saying that in the future, how you'll handle this is with strength, okay? You're going to be fighting that fear, or fighting that strong lion, okay? That's what strength does in the tarot, okay? It's literally having to hold it all together, having to hold something together that you feel is overpowering you. And the lion is a very overpowering animal, okay? So I do sense a lot of kind of feeling overwhelmed, potentially. I feel that you're going to be, for a lot of you guys, to be honest with you, you're going to be really kind of having to drive something forward from having achieved potentially a lot within your work, to potentially having to take on more responsibility, potentially with that Chariot. There might be a sense of overwhelmment with the Moon card, which is why we have the influence of the 9 of Swords showing up. And here you guys are in the future handling it very well with strength. We can also correlate this to the Death card. So for some of you guys, it might simply be the ending of a job, or it could simply mean that you'll handle it because you'll transform. It will make you stronger with the Death. The Death card is often about transformation, but through transformation has to be an ending. So maybe this is an ending of you guys kind of feeling that the job is easy with the 9 of Cups, to feeling quite overwhelmed with it with that Moon card, but it will strengthen you as a person. Also, we would look at the future card of the Hierophant. How you guys will handle it. Maybe you'll seek some support, some advice with the Hierophant card, okay? Because the Hierophant is a card about seeking wisdom, seeking advice from somebody who's quite wise, maybe even seeking some counselling, help. Okay, so some of you guys are going to be handling this situation with seeking some advice. Also, potentially with the Devil card as well. That's an interesting one to see how you'll be handling it, because this Devil is in control of 2 people. And what I am actually seeing, rather interestingly, is the Chariot is a man who is in charge of 2 Sphinxes. The Devil is a person who is in charge of 2 souls. And the Hierophant is a person who is in charge of 2 seekers of wisdom. So I'm seeing 3s all along the way here in this reading. I do feel that you guys are going to be toughening up. I feel the Death card means a transformation in terms of who you are. whether this is through the loss of a job. I don't feel it will be as such be the loss of a job for a lot of you guys. I feel that you'll have to take on more responsibility potentially going forward. Let's have a look at your love section here. We do have the Hierophant. That's interesting because that showed up before as the influence that you're feeling now, or the influence that you're going to be feeling in the future. As an influence, I feel that this is about, again, seeking some counseling or some advice. I do feel that this is going to be either where you're committing to someone, or it could be literally to do with some form of marriage counseling or some kind of legal issues, maybe in terms of your love life, especially for you guys who are actually committed to someone at the moment, possibly married. The Hierophant literally can be, if you see the Hierophant in Justice, maybe that can be literally marriage, or even seeking some form of counseling or some form of legal advice about your relationship. So I feel that there's going to be legal advice, or there might be some legal advice that you're seeking at the moment, and it might be even that you're looking to make a commitment with your partner. We do have in the past, though, which is interesting, is the Nine of Wands. I often see this card as kind of being able to kind of sniff out trouble, or sniff out a situation that makes you feel uneasy. It's the card of perseverance. It's the card of being on the last leg, but it's an exhaustive card. It's a card about feeling tired or exhausted. We don't have any breakup cards because there are only 4 cards in this reading for love. But I do feel for some of you guys it will be the breakup of a relationship potentially because of that card in the past or in the present. It's being on your guard about something, sensing some form of conflict, wanting to protect your territory. And I feel that because we have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is both you guys, it's interesting, Queen of Pentacles in the present and the King of Pentacles in the future. These can also be future cards. I notice how these two people don't face each other. They're also very much to do with property as well. It's almost like they're dividing up what they have. A Queen and a King of Pentacles in the same reading can also refer to soulmates. Okay, so for some of you guys, it might be that you decide to take something further in a relationship. Maybe in the past you've been on your guard, you've been a little bit cautious about taking something further in a relationship. But the King and Queen of Pentacles is often a card about a real soulmate connection between two people. And with that Hierophant as an influence card of how you're feeling now or how you will feel in the future, Virgo, simply means to me, in one sense, it could mean that you might have been cautious about making a commitment in the past, or somebody, your partner, might have been cautious about making a commitment in the past, but in the future, it looks like a commitment is made because we have that Hierophant, the commitment card, something that is blessed by the universe, by the church. Remember, the Hierophant also represents, besides legal establishments, it represents religious establishments. So potentially it could be literally a commitment, a marriage happening for you guys. Also, the other side of the coin is for some of you guys, it could mean a divorce. It could mean seeking some legal advice because we do have that Hierophant, as I've said, can represent religious establishments, but can also represent something to do with the law or legalities. So being cautious in the past, maybe it's you guys who have had a very big connection with someone, decide to go your separate ways in the future with that Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, especially as they're not looking at each other. And it could be that you're looking to divide up your assets, maybe, because they're both holding a pentacle and they're both looking at what they've got. And there is the caution card, the Nine of Wands, in the past position there. Your major arcana card, guys, that represents the love section is Death. So for some of you guys, it is literally an ending of a relationship. For some of you guys, it means a transformation in a relationship. You'll have to see how the year goes by. And in your future position, we're looking at the Empress. That's interesting. The Empress is a card of beauty. It's a card of fertility. It's a card of growth. It's a card of coming into your own. It's a card of growth of ideas, abundance, bringing things to fruition. It is also the card of frustration and having to wait for something to actually bloom. But as a standard card, if you were to look at the standard meaning, it would simply mean growth. The growth in a relationship, or the growth in as a person, or feeling more confident in who you are. And I feel that for some of you guys in the future, you are going to be coming out of a heartbreak situation. There's going to be a lot of healing here for you, okay, in the future, with that Three of Swords in reverse. That's what it means. A lot of explanations for that card in the reverse simply means that the pain is so overwhelming. But for me, this isn't what it means in this future position. For me, this simply means a card of healing. It means that that you're coming out of a time of trouble. You're coming out of a time where you probably felt emotionally overwhelmed by something, okay? So it literally means, I think, future-wise, that you guys are going to be really healing over a situation. Could be in your love situation, for example. It could be in the career situation, but you're going to be healing, because we do see strength for your career, okay? We do see the card of adjustment in your personal life, okay? We do see, and it's funny because the Hierophant relates to this as well as your anchor card for this position. But also what's most interesting is that in the that's the immediate future, the Hierophant card, seeking advice. But what's most interesting is your future card is the Empress. And usually if you get two cards in this reading, two cards that are the same, and they're both major arcanas, it has a very strong message for you. So in the future, I feel that you're going to be really feeling good about yourself. There is abundance to be had here, perhaps through ideas, new ways of doing things. You're looking to grow. You're looking to grow as a person. You're looking to grow into who you are. You're looking to become more confident, I feel, Virgo, with that Empress card as an influence in the future. It's a great card to have as a future card, the Empress is, because it really does mean in terms of, you know, love, in terms of life, in terms of career, that there is a lot of success to be had there. And it does show in your future card, the Empress. That overrides everything. It's brilliant. What we've also got is the Ten of Pentacles. There is going to be success in finances, okay? And it could even be new love coming in for some of you guys. And, or as I've said, for some of you guys within the love reading, if you are looking to make a commitment this year, then this is a great card to have, because it's going to be a very, very successful union. Okay. With that Nine of Wands, this can sometimes, I feel, represent maybe an argument, because we do have these 8 wands standing behind this person as well. So sometimes this can literally be kind of finger pointing card, because the 8 of Wands, when it's on its normal card, on the card on its own, they're literally flying through the air, which sometimes can represent attacks or bad energy. Sometimes that card can represent. So I feel that this is the card of caution here in the love reading for the past, and maybe this caution has caused some divide for you guys in terms of your love life, and maybe within the future you're going to be healing from that, either through going your separate ways or coming together. If you're coming together, this is what we have here. We've got a really successful union. We've got a really successful relationship for you guys coming up. If it's you guys that are separating or ending something with someone, then the Empress card is simply saying, I feel at the top of this Ten of Pentacles card is really saying, you know what, you're going to be able to be quite successful all on your own. Really successful. That's what I'm seeing here. And we also have the Queen of Wands, very beautiful, very confident lady, very busy, very successful again. She's a multitasker. She does everything. She's a great character to have within the tarot. So this is you guys really successful within the future, I feel. So a great set of cards coming out of a time of turbulence with the Three of Swords in reverse, really healing from any past situations. So if it's in your career, there is definitely healing to be had in that. If it's somebody that's let you down, or there's delays on something within your personal life, then there is definitely healing with that, because we do see you guys potentially moving ahead on your own, readjusting, looking at things in an entirely different way, maybe looking at how you can get things out there in an entirely different way, bypassing delays, bypassing maybe being let down and saying, you know what, I can actually do this for myself. The Ten of Swords we've got within your personal life. We're seeing the Ten of Swords here. Page of Swords, Judgment. Judgment again is healing, it's replenishment, it's cleansing. So there's a lot of healing to be had here. And the success with this Ten of Pentacles as well could literally be for some of you guys that you're coming into money perhaps in the future, because it is the card of inheritances and it is the card of financial windfalls. Queen of Wands is the card of beauty again, along with that Empress. They're both very beautiful women, and they're both very successful women as well. Both go-getters. So I see you guys really being kind of stepping into your own confidence. And this is what the future is talking about with this Empress card here as well. Stepping into your own confidence, making things happen. Okay? Living a very abundant, comfortable life, Virgo, within 2016 in terms of your future. And your overall card is the Sun. This ties everything together. The Sun says to me that every area of your life, no matter what you come up against in 2016, is either there to teach you a lesson, which in turn can help you to make more positive decisions, or it's simply just a positive outlook overall, no matter what goes on with you guys in terms of 2016. The Hierophant card, as I've said, governs the future position as well, okay? So, it could be that some of you guys are seeking wisdom. For some of you guys, it could literally be marriage, okay? Because we do have that Ten of Pentacles there as well. For some of you guys, you're looking at tradition. You're looking at set ways of doing things. It could even be whereby you're building your own massive business, that type of thing, because we do have that Empress card there and that Ten of Pentacles as well. So maybe you guys are really going to be in charge of something here, and also that Queen of Wands. So out of a time of perhaps difficulty, there's going to be some real success happening here. The Devil is showing up in your wishes, which is interesting enough. Maybe you guys want some time to play. Okay, maybe you are very attracted to the earthy aspect of life, okay, which is what the Devil represents. Represents material wealth, represents a lot of money, represents being potentially controlled by money, or maybe you're the person who wants to be in control of someone else. But I feel with that Devil card, it can either be whereby your wishes are just to have time where you can be in control, where you can play, where you can kind of just indulge in your passions, which is what the Devil card does. Or yeah, I feel it's that. If it's a wish and it's the Devil card, then I feel that this is a card of material gain and being able to kind of indulge in your passions because of that material gain. Okay, I do feel that in your wishes, you're really wishing that you don't want to really live a mundane life in 2016. I actually feel with that Devil card, you want so much more. Even if it is classed as superficial, this is what you are into. And your final card, what the universe needs you to know, is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. That's interesting because the Seven of Pentacles in reverse can sometimes mean delays to projects. It can sometimes mean that you don't get the returns, or you get returns but they're not as much as you would like, or you're wondering if all the effort that you've put into something is worth it. And it would be interesting because I feel that the Seven of Pentacles can potentially relate to all aspects of this reading, in terms of your love reading potentially for some of you guys, in terms of your home life, because we see shades of light and dark in all of this reading, in terms of your career, in terms of your personal life. So I feel what the universe is wanting you to know is that, it's not going to be, in terms of your life spread, things happening immediately like that. Not everything is kind of going to be bam, 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 bam. That's not what I feel here for you Virgos in 2016. But I feel that with diligence, with patience, with hard work, with knowing that you need to adjust and accept that sometimes things don't just happen in a day. Rome was not built in a day, that things will come round. We'll turn that Seven of Pentacles in reverse to the upright, okay? There are possibly going to be some disappointments happening here, which I can see through 2016, but it's not all bad at all. In fact, none of it is bad. It just simply means that through going through a time of having to accept that some things may not happen as quickly as you would like, once you accept that, you can find other ways to adjust it or to work it or to tweak it, that type of thing, because we do have the basis foundation as the Hanged Man in your reading. But then we do have the sun showing up as the central theme. So they are kind of, they're not even opposite cards. They're kind of the same, except for one thing takes longer than the other. So in order to reach the positivity with the Hanged Man, you have to learn to adjust and accept a situation for what it is. And once you do that, we have the sun card in the central position, which shows a very positive outcome. Because you have endured, you have learnt, you have accepted the limitation of something, which I can see limitations in all of this reading. But once you work out ways how to overcome that limitation, which the Hanged Man does, everything becomes brighter, better, more successful, and a lot more happier. Also, what I'm seeing, potentially some of you guys could be looking at motherhood, because we do have the Empress card twice within the reading, okay? The Empress governs the key card. It's the key card for the future. So potentially some of you guys could be looking at pregnancy, potentially. But more than anything, this is a very good reading, simply saying that whatever happens in your life during 2016, learn to adapt, learn to adjust, learn to accept any limitations, any delays. Once you learn to do that, you can tweak it, you can change it, you can learn to kind of look at things in a different way. When we look at the things, when we change the way that we look at things, the things that we look at start to change, okay? That's what happens in life. So I feel for you, Virgo, it's a year of plans coming together, but sometimes there may be slight delays on things, but it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just means accepting things for what they are in that moment of time, and you will generally see that things are actually going to turn out for the better. That's your reading, your life reading, Virgo, for 2016. I would like to say thank you very, very much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I'll be back with your February reading. Take care.